Good morning, learners. Today we are going to look at uses of determiners, of which determiners are very many. So in our today's lesson, we are going to look at a few determiners, the way whatever I've written here. That is a lot of, many, much, a lot of, and a few that I have not written here. That is little, little, and little, and another one that I'm going to remember. I'm going to remember it. So just look at what is a determiner, learner. Determiners have been looked into in different categories, but they are just words that are used to show the quantity, to show the number that you are dealing with. Just to begin with, you can have a letter like A. A is an article, and it is also a determiner at the same time, because A will mean one particular thing. Talk about a book, meaning this one. You can read that this. A determiner will give us to show us the quantity or the number. There is also a determiner. And is a determiner. So this one is it shows one. Even there will show one. And then we have others like even this. Talk of this, meaning that is one thing. Talk of those, meaning they are many now. So all these are determiners, but at their own levels. But today, because we can't look at everything as a determiner, because you know the uses of all these that I've written, so we are going to make our argument in these few. And let us begin with a lot of. There are not a lot. First of all, to begin with the word a lot is normally written like this. But most of you learners write a lot like this. Why don't you want to put a space between a and lot? This space must be there because this is an article and this is lot. So a lot is always space, the way I was spaced to my learner, and take that in consideration, because when marking your compositions, realize that a lot is written poorly. So a lot is written like this, and it means a lot is used to show to mean many, very much, or often. Many, very much, or often in that particular manner. How is it to show many? Let's give an example. A lot of people are playing in class. A lot of pupils are playing in class, meaning many pupils are just playing. Very much, to show a number of cases, like pupils play a lot in class. Pupils play a lot in class, meaning they play very much. A number of circumstances they are just playing. And then often, almost the same as very much. Like I've gone to Nairobi a number of days. That is often. Can talk of a lot of days. So all that is used to show many. All these just mean many. Then we have number 2. That is many. Many is also used to show, used with countable nouns only. Countable nouns. We have 2 categories of nouns, learner. We have countable nouns, those that we can count. Like if you have many phones, you can count them. We have phone A, phone B. So those are phones. If you have books, I have book 1, book 2, book 3. So those are now books. You are able to count them. So we can talk of I have many books, I have many phones, and etc. So come to uncountable. These are things that we can't count. Like you have sugar. You can't count one sugar to the other. But you can count them in terms of kgs. I have 1 kg of sugar, I have 2 kgs of sugar. So talk of many can only be used to countable nouns like many people. Many people visited my father. So many there are used because we can count these people. We can use now many there. Same as a lot. A lot is normally used to. A lot is used to be both countable and uncountable. You can talk of we have a lot of water in the house. Is right? A lot can be a lot. No, you can't say a lot of water, but you can talk of a lot of water. A lot of can be used with both countable and uncountable. We're going to come to it there. Then Roman 3, we have much. of which much is used with uncountable. Uncountable. Used with uncountable nouns. It shows amount. The amount can be solid or even liquid. The amount can be solid or liquid. But in most cases, we use it with uncountable. Like there is much water in the house. We can talk of there's much water in the house. That is uncountable. Then lastly, there in our bracket we have a lot of, which we have just mentioned before. That is used to show uncountable nouns. And talk of we have a lot of water in the house. We have a lot of people visited. So a lot of people that one shows countable. Shows countable nouns. Countable and uncountable. That can be used to represent both of them. A lot of people came to visit us, then we have a lot of water in our house. So they can be used to show both uncountable and countable at the same time. Then, just to mention something about it, we use with both countable and uncountable nouns, including those that appear in liquid form. I've just mentioned like water. It also means many or much. Because it can also mean many or much. The same. Talk of many people visit our home. A lot of people visit our home. It is the same. We have much water in our house. We have a lot of water in our house. So it's the same. How we can use much and many. So this one can be used the same way we can use that. And then we have little. And then a little. I didn't write a little here. So just to give more emphasis there before we go to the exercise. Little. This is Roman 4. And then 5 we have a little. Now we have ever interacted with this word in very many circumstances. But now at our level, I like us to know that little can be used with only uncountable. Only uncountable nouns. In this formula, we can talk of we have little water left. We have little salt left. We have little sand left, so we can't continue building the house. So those are uncountable. Uncountable. And again, it is a negative statement, learn. Little make that sentence to be negative. Hence, it is not in many circumstances used. A little means at least some. At least some is there. You talk of there is a little water left, meaning there's some that can even cook tea. But talk of little learner, that means the one that is remaining is not even able to cook a glass of tea or a cup of tea. It's not able to cook. It is almost nothing that is remaining. That's why we say little always makes a sentence to be negative. We talk of we have little salt left, meaning it is almost nothing. So in most cases, we use it in a question. Is there little? Is there salt? Someone can ask you, is there salt remaining? Is there salt in the salt dish? Then you can say, no, mother, we have a little salt in the dish. So already you're meant to mother that we have very little. That's why you talk of no. You don't say yes now. We have no. There's a little salt in the salt dish. In that particular case, somebody will know that the one that is remaining is not even enough to cook a single meal. So I want to recognize here that little is used with as a negative word, and is also used with only uncountable nouns. Same to a little. A little is used to mean at least some is remaining, and also used with uncountable only. Then just to go to another one that I didn't also mention. I've also forgotten about that, but I may mention it. Yes, I just remembered some. Yes, sum, let a sum be our number 6 in that manner, of which sum is used to show, is used with the countable, both countable and uncountable. So sum is used with both. We have there is some water in the pot. So because we are talking of sum, at least some that is the same as this one. Some can mean the same as a little, meaning there is a quantity that can do something, but little will mean that there is almost nothing. Then Roman 7 and 8 are a few and a few, almost the same, use are the same, but few is also used to show countable nouns only. Like talk of there are few boys in class. So it is also mean a negative. It also mean a negative. It makes a sentence to be negative, just like little was up there. So you talk of there are few boys in class, meaning literally there is one or none in class. We have a number that is very less. So it makes a sentence to be negative. Okay, there are few boys in class. So if you ever meet this word here in your work, know very quickly that this word entails a negative statement. So a few means at least some. At least some are there. There are a few boys in class, meaning you can count them. There are people that you can count. Maybe there are 3 and above. It's a bigger number that at least a few boys in class. Even if there are 2, we talk of a few. But in case there's no boy in class or there is one boy, you can talk of there are few boys in class. So Lana, so much for that. I think I'm done with whatever I wanted to mention. There's a small exercise there. There's a small exercise here in page exercise 33. That is page 37. We have been given a small work there to do, just to construct sentences using many. That is number 1 to 4. You do each individually because you have been given to write 10 sentences using many, another 10 using much, another 10 using a lot, another 10 using a lot of, but there are going to be so much. There are 40 sentences. But we can now make them to be 5. So write 5 sentences using many, write 5 sentences using much. So we construct 5 sentences in each number. Let me just write it here. Construct 5 sentences in each number. That is number 1 to 4. So just construct 5 in each given number to make yourself acquainted with whatever we have learned. So until next time, learner, I wish you a busy day. Stay safe and control the spread of COVID-19. Thank you.